All right, what's up, Laura? How are you doing? 49 Cheryl K. I'm getting my stream set up. Let's see. We're going to be doing a demonstration. I'm going to be putting together these, show you how to grow microgreens and that. Uh, Holes and stuff. We're going to go ahead. Why it's so dark on here? Laura, very good. Awesome. Glad you're doing good. Hey, we're going to do a giveaway over on Whatnot too. Big box with microgreen grower, a bunch of adapters, seeds, nutrients, clay pebbles. This is what people bid on over there. And we've been giving away just the seeds like that, like once every 10 minutes. Instead of doing that, I think tonight we're going to give away one of these instead so somebody can get a whole kit over there. But let me get that set up real quick. Let me pin this comment. If y'all going over to Whatnot, you get a $15 credit to shop with. And let me get my Whatnot stream going. Once I get the Whatnot stream going, then we'll get started with the demo and we'll get a giveaway going. But this one's going to be a little later in the night. I have a couple of seeds. We might give away a couple of seeds. Let me get the Whatnot stream going. And then we're going to do a demonstration. All right, we're going to go live on Whatnot. And we're live. Hold on. I just heard. Special delivery. Be right back, guys. It's a tarantula. Huh? Yeah, I got it packed up. All right, all kinds of stuff going on, guys. Let me get the Whatnot stream started over here. Hey, everybody, it's popping in. I'll see you in just a minute. So you guys on YouTube and Facebook, I hope you can see better. I had you over here with my laptop when I was working on Whatnot, and people are getting confused because I was looking. All righty. All right, people starting to pop in on Whatnot. You want to get one giveaway going? And let's see, I'm not seeing me. My internet is acting a little sketchy. We might just do a little Q&A tonight. Can't really do too much bidding. Let's see. This is working here, right? So y'all can see. I just can't see it on my laptop. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? I'm going to pop out of here really quick. And YouTube and everybody, I got to reset real quick. All right, let me back in. Hillbilly Hydroponics, how are you doing? All right, guys. Sorry about that. There's a storm and everything. Our internet's going in and out. So we're going to have a giveaway for this over on Whatnot. You can scan that code, or I pinned it up on YouTube and Facebook. You'll just have to look in the comments. I put it in the comments there. You get a $15 credit for going over to Whatnot, and we're going to get a giveaway going over there tonight. You know, I was showing the people over on Whatnot. We're going to be giving away this kit that people have been bidding on. We're going to go ahead and put some of these together, but this has got a microgreen grower. It's got a bunch of adapters. It's got hydrogen. It's got nutrients, and it's got seeds. This is well over $100 value, and we're going to give that away at some point during the night. So let me get my Whatnot stream started again. Whatnot, I've got one pack of seeds here. We're going to go ahead and give this away when y'all are waiting, when I'm getting everything set up. All right. Just give me 1 second. For some reason, this wasn't wanting to connect to my show. Flood warning. We're in a flood warning. All right, open show. We're gonna get things started. Hey, look, Chrome City. That's the cookies. Every time I turn around and y'all see this, put cookie emojis in the chat. Yes, I can see and hear you. Okay, cool, lovely. You joined. Awesome. Okay, I can see me now. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and get this giveaway started. So we're going to give away one of these to start, and at some point during the night, we're going to stop and we're going to give away one of these. There's like over $100 worth of stuff in here. That's what people have been bidding on, and we've been giving this away like for a couple of months, just a packet of seeds. Tonight, we're going to give one of these away. But let's see. For the time being, when I'm getting everything set up, I'm going to let y'all do one giveaway. And then we're going to be doing a demonstration. I'm going to put one of these together so you guys can see how easy it is. I know you see the little video, the little movie going on back there. But I thought it might help for you to see it in real time to see how easy it is. All right, giveaway's going, guys. 5 minutes. And this is seeds. There's going to be 8 packets of seeds in here. And each one of these, you're going to see me put one together, is good enough for like a size about like that. And I've got the empty bowl. We're going to be putting that together in a second. All right. All right, y'all get in the giveaway. There's 12 people in it. There's 24 people. You guys over on, let's see, you're in a flood warning, and I was just out watering. Yeah, it's we're not too far from the river, and we're up on high ground. I don't think we're out of danger, but some of the roads we go on might be shut down. Sheila, how are you doing? I'm watching from the hospital. Oh, I hate to hear that, Hillbilly. Tabitha, how are you doing? All right, you guys, I'm going to be over on Whatnot. You can scan that, or I've got the link pinned up in the comments. You get a $15 credit for jumping over to Whatnot. We're going to get putting some boxes together over there, but I'm going to do a demonstration real quick. So I'm going to flip over to Whatnot. So if I miss some of your comments in that, it's going to take me a while, you know, to flip back and forth. I'm not ignoring you. It's just we're over on Whatnot tonight. I'm just using this so everybody can see on YouTube and Facebook where we're at. All right, Susan, how are you doing? All right, Whatnot. Let's see. All right, people in the giveaway, we got 2 minutes. So this is going to be the first giveaway to kick off the show. Sometime during the show, we're going to slow down and stop, and we're going to give away this. This is what we've been building and selling every night. You guys see me put it together. So just watch as I put these together. And just know that at one point during the night, we're going to go ahead and give away a whole box of this. There's over $100 worth of value in there. All right. So this is the giveaway one. Here, we'll do this. All right. It's a giveaway. So if I forget about it and I'm running my mouth like I usually do, y'all say, what about that giveaway? All right. And we'll get it started. Now I get the little video started up here. You see the gnome pop up every 10 minutes. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to give away that big box so somebody can get, instead of just getting a couple seeds tonight, somebody will get a big box full of stuff. All righty. And then we've got this one right now. We've got 2 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and put some of this together. So people are just popping in here, don't have any idea what's going on. We're growing microgreens, and I'm going to get a video playing here in a minute. If you guys have heard about microgreens, these are just like sprouts, but they're growing in a grow medium. They're nutrient dense, they're healthy for you. And I actually grow mine out bigger. Most microgreen growers will grow those 7 to 10 days when they're only about yay big, and they'll cut them, and that's what you get when you go buy them in the store. I like to let mine go a little bit longer. We can harvest them along the way and eat them, but then we can take some and grow them out bigger and plant them out to grow bigger plants. And after you watch, I'm showing you right here how we grow the pea shoots. See that container? That's what we grow right there. So we'll talk about that at some point during the night. That's pea shoots. This is awesome. This is what chefs love. You take that and just take the little top part, pull that off. Chefs love that. See the little tendrils and that on it? These are really easy to grow in this little microgreen grower, and one of these are going to be in the giveaway. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put this together to show you how we use our self-watering adapters to make this an easy process. Usually, if you grow microgreens, it's going to take 2 or 3 times a day. You got to go and water it and baby it and keep an eye on it. And sometimes if you forget to water it or you get stuck at work, you end up and all of your crop dies. So I want to figure out something, because we were gone for days at a time. And I want to figure out some way I could grow it where I could leave it for a while. So you see all the different adapters we've got up there. I'll talk about each one. We've got 6 different adapters here right now that we've started with, and that we made just from listening to y'all what people wanted. So here's some of the bigger plants when you plant them out. This is kale. This is Swiss chard, and all of the pak choi in that back there had just been planted out. Those are going to be full heads of pak choi. These are baby greens. If you go into the produce and you see baby greens, you know how expensive that is, right? And then you got 4 heads of pak choi we grew from pak choi just like this. And really all we do is just take these and pull them out like that. And we stick them in a nutrient solution just like that. I use a pool noodle. So all of this is on my channel. So if you want to see how to do this, how to take these and put them into bigger containers, I've got my little QR code here. You scan that and you go to my YouTube channel, and it has all my videos. This will take you to a playlist that's going to show you all of these adapters first, because that's the beginning, how to get started. And then you go and look at the other playlist, and it's going to teach you how to take these and plant them into bigger containers. That way you always have microgreens on hand, and you also have leafy greens and full-grown mature plants. This is what we call the continuous harvest system. So instead of just growing a bunch of microgreens and eat them and replant and eat them, you go ahead and you save some and you transplant them and you grow them out. This right here is amaranth. This one they grow in like third world countries and that for as a source of protein. There's protein in here. It's one of the few plants that actually has some protein. Now these over here, I'm just letting this one go a lot longer. This one's about over 3 weeks. This is close to 4 weeks old, just to see how long we can take it with the self-watering adapter. If you're growing in soil, like any of the microgreen growers, they can't leave those growing this long, not packed in like this. And you can see, look at this. This one's actually starting to flower right there. And that's where the new amaranth, see the little tiny beige dots on there? That's more amaranth seeds. Now, you're not going to get a bunch out of here, but if you wanted to grow this for seed, you should pull this out put them into the bigger containers, and this plant would be a full-size plant. But I just want to see how far it will go and how long it'll keep growing in this container. So with this, you know, the sky's the limit. Here's another one that was planted like a week and a half later. So this one's about a week and a half younger than the other one. You can see how nice his leaves look. You can decorate your bottles. And I'll show you one more here. We've got all kinds to show you, but we're going to be putting these together. We might not even get a chance of selling the thing tonight because we got so much to show you. This is radish. It's grown in pea gravel. See the nice pink shoots on it? Now this, I was just letting that go to see how far it would go. This is radish my son planted just a couple days ago. See that down there? YouTube, Facebook. In about 2 or 3 days, that'll be ready to harvest. That's when you actually want to eat it. You don't want to grow it out that long. So this is wasabi. It's planted about 3 or 4 days ago. In a couple of days, that'll be ready to harvest. So you just let that go with the water in the top, the nutrients. This set and forget it. We're not going to have to do anything to this. And in 3 or 4 days, you're going to have a harvest. And you can go ahead and leave some in there with the rest of the nutrients and grow them out so that they reach a stage like this. And even way before it gets to this point, you can actually pull them out. Here you go, YouTube, Facebook, whatnot. And what you're seeing up on the screen back there, you see me growing the full-grown plants. We just take some of these. This is pak choi. See the roots? Maybe we'll do a demonstration on that on the next one. We're going to show you how to put some of these containers together. And then next week or the next time we stream, we'll show you how we actually take this. We put nutrients in here, and I get a pool noodle, and I just hold it in place like that. And then that's where you see here's all these big plants. Now watch in a little while. This is where we get the pak choi. Now watch the next ones. That's the next stage. That's baby greens. And then that's full-grown pak choi. And all we do is get a container and put these in there and just leave it. You're actually going to see, in 1 second, you're going to see milk jugs just like this. Right? Those are downspouts that I used. And those are different times so that you get succession planting. And the next one's going to be downspouts. I mean, milk jugs just like this. And that's all we did was just put these in here, put 2 or 3 at a time, and we grew full heads of pak choi. Isn't that cool? All right. What does amaranth taste like? It's a little earthy, kind of like beets. I've been following you on YouTube for a long time. Awesome seeing you here. Hey, thank you very much. Who's that? Zomand? I'm going to be butchering y'all's names because your names are like that tiny down there. I can hardly see it. Congrats to whoever won the first giveaway there. Julie, congrats. I'm glad you won that, Julie. I dropped all your stuff in the mail this morning. All right, guys, you can see a gnome pop up and say giveaway. We're going to ignore that tonight. We're not going to be giving away a bunch of these. Julie won the first one for just coming in here early and while I was getting set up. After we show you how to set one of these up, we're going to give away one of these. It's a box just like y'all been bidding on. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of these, auction a couple of these off. And then at some point during the night, we're just going to give away one of these. It's over $100. I figured that'd be kind of cool instead of just, you know, a little pack of seeds. And if y'all want, maybe we'll give away an adapter or something in the meantime. So y'all remind me when we get done with the setup here to have a giveaway in that. All right. So you see the adapters, you see all the different containers. You can use anything. There's a bunch of different baking dishes. We went up thrift shop and just bought a bunch for $1.99 each. And you can see these are mason jars. So what we did was we asked people, you know, what would they like us to make. And a lot of them, we have preppers and homesteaders and that have mason jars. So we made these that fit the mason jars. That's how you see us putting it together back there. We've got the regular mouth and we've got the wide mouth. Now these are ball mason jars, right? And these are called a hybrid because in the center here, we've also got a little fitting so that you can use these Coke bottles or Sprite, Mountain Dew, whatever you get, right? So everybody's probably got a lot of those sitting inside of the recycling bin right now, right? See how easy it goes on? Boom, y'all set? Then you set that up. We're going to set one up together here 1 second. The one we're going to set up is with the glass bottle. All right, ignore him for a second. Right here, this is a refillable one. Just goes in like that. We're going to actually set one up for you in just a second here, all right? So we'll talk about that one. We also got a refillable one for the plastic bottles. And we've got this Gatorade bottle one. Fits these Gatorade bottles. These are really tough. When my son was drinking Gatorade, he was like, wow, can we make an adapter for that? You know, this will last a while because see how flimsy these are? Right? And then after we did that, we went down to juice aisle and we were looking and we said, that lid looks about the same. It's a 64-ounce bottle and it sure enough fits. So cranberry juice or apple juice, grape juice, all of those that are down there, most of these fit. We actually have one right here. This is with the Gatorade adapter. And that's a V8, right? We've got radish growing. I've got another one. Let's just bet that right there for a second. Here's the cilantro. This was not planted as dense, but we got cilantro going there. Now this, we're going to take these and actually pull these out and grow these into bigger plants. So we have like loads of cilantro. You can see how many plants are in there, right? So I like to get my seedlings started like this. Here's some basil. These guys are just sprouted right there. The roots are going down into the gravel. And you're going to say, you know, you can't get them. How can you get to them? I'm going to let these guys grow a little bit longer. So I don't mind that they're down in there right now because I'm not going to mess with them. I want these to get big and then we're going to take these and transplant these. You go look on my YouTube channel and look at garden towers. You're going to see one tower. There's going to be peppers. There's going to be tomatoes. There's going to be some with kale. And you're going to see one tower that is full of basil. And that's what we're going to do with that. We're going to get that one and transplant it. So we've got all kinds of basil and try to get a bunch grown before we get cold here in Florida. So let me put one of these together real quick. I know I'm running my mouth. I want to show you guys how easy it is to put together. And then we'll put some boxes together and do a couple of auctions, all right? The Smart Water bottles are great too. Oh yeah, Smart Water. Those fit. When y'all get yours, you can go ahead and test them out on different bottles and that. All right, guys. We're going to use this cereal bowl. You see one right here with this, right? We're going to use that. We're going to do the refillable. And all we need is a bottle. We're going to call that root beer, okay? Here's our nutrients that we're throwing into our stuff. This is MaxiGrow. And if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll find this so you can hit me up, whatnot, ask me where to get that. But we've got some for you. There's enough here to make 5 gallons. It's 1 teaspoon per gallon. And this is 3 quarts, so I don't actually put 1 whole teaspoon in there. But this will make you 5 gallons. I'm going to show you. We're going to go ahead and put together a couple of these, all right? That's in here. And I've got my hydrogen. I've got this. We've got seeds. I'm just going to use one of my Totsoi seeds like this. And you're going to see, let me see if I get one that's not so full. I give you these, and I tell you this is enough for one of these containers. I'm actually a little heavy-handed. Me and my son, we like to give you extra. You don't need this much. This will probably do 2 of these bowls. You know, but if you want it real dense, you can do like that, right? So we're actually going to use this. And I've got the Hydroton down here. And we're going to put one together. All right. This Hydroton is just clay pebbles or leca. And you can see me doing it right here. We're going to be doing just like this. These are porous and they hold a little bit of moisture. They help your seeds germinate. I like using pea gravel because it's cheap. You can get a big 40-pound bag for like $4.97 or about $5. This, you can get a 16-pound box for about $30. So you can see that's a lot more cost effective and it's easier to clean out. So we'll talk about that later. You can see it on my channel. Guys, if you get lost, you don't have to take notes or try to memorize everything. There's a little code right here. You just got to keep on growing on YouTube. And it's got everything. There's going to be playlists for the adapters, and there's going to be playlists for the downspouts and the continuous harvest system and everything. All right, so let's put one together real quick. First thing I'm going to do is fill up this bottle. I've got a little bucket. I might be off screen here, YouTube and that. You probably see me, but I don't want to spill it on the floor accidentally. Because it's full. All right, we're gonna have that filled up. That's full of our nutrients. Here's our adapter. I'm gonna put this in first, right into there. YouTube and Facebook, can you see that? And what I'm going to do is just cover it. You can put a lid on it if you need to. I just don't want the Hydroton to go into the middle there. I'm just going to cover it like this. Fill this up. You see me do it a little bit different on the screen. What I do is pour a little bit of nutrients in the bottom first. That way when you flip your bottle in, all the water doesn't come out. What we're going to do here, I found that with this refillable one, it works a little bit better. With the Hydroton, it doesn't really matter, but with the pea gravel, that's heavy and it pushes the water up. It displaces the water. So if you put too much water in the bottom to begin with, and you throw your pea gravel in, the water level rises up really fast. With these clay pebbles, it doesn't really do that. And a little bit extra here if we need. So what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit of this into that adapter until I can see it in the middle, just till it gets up past the holes. And I'll show you what I'm doing. See the hole right there? There's little tabs inside. See that? There's little tabs inside. I fill it up right to that tab to get started. So I just filled it up to there, and then I can see there's a lot of liquid. So what I want to do is put enough of my grow medium so that you can't see any more of that water. That way your seeds are going to stay dry on the top at first. We're going to spritz them down, get them damp, let them germinate. Their roots will go down to where the water's at, and then you're not going to wet the top anymore. And that's going to cut down on your mold and mildew issues. So that's what you want to do, is get it deep enough so that this isn't wet. But to get it germinated, you got to have it a little damp. So we go ahead and spray it down. Once we know we've got a dry layer on there, go ahead and spray it down. Now we're going to take our bottle that we've got filled up with nutrients, put it right in there like that. Now we're going to get our seeds. I'm going to put one together without explaining it to show you guys how quick it can go together, all right, after this one. All right, now we're just going to sprinkle on some seeds. And like I said, I give you way more than you need. So I'm just going to put about that much. It's only about half that bag, so you can probably get 2 out of each one of these bags. So we'll do another one. And then what you want to do is cover it up. I use aluminum foil. Some people freak out about it. I can use this over and over again 3 or 4 times. If you want to use cardboard or get you saran wrap or plastic, anything to cover it up, the aluminum foil blocks out the light. If you use plastic where it's not going to block out the light, you want to set this in a dark spot to let them germinate. And if you use this foil, I just have these in my shade house and they do just fine. These guys germinated, the ones that I showed you 3 or 4 days ago. We just had them out there. Then as you see up here, you're going to see them just starting to sprout. Then you remove this cover, but that's how easy it is. All right. So what we're going to do is put one together really quick, just like that. And I'm not going to sit here and explain the whole process to you. And you're going to see, I usually do like 6 of these at a time. All right, so this is how it really goes. All right. Ignore the gnome. We're going to have a big giveaway in a little while. Was anybody timing me? No. That's it. How long did that take? So imagine if you want to do like 6 of those. What was that? Not even 2 or 3 minutes. I can do about 6 of these in like 18 minutes. So hopefully that helps. And I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to get on to building some of these boxes. Let me get these out of the way. I've got one more there. So partway during the show, if some new people come in here, I need to put one more together. I'm going to show you one more thing. I know Whatnot's all about like sell, but I like to teach too. Now with the refillable, if you want to take it to this point, I've got one here. This is Pak Choi, and he's ready to be refilled. Right? See, it's empty, right? So all we're going to do is take my nutrients. I'm going to fill it up. I'm doing this over here, Whatnot. There's a little bucket down here, so if I spill any, I'm not slipping around back here. All right, see that? Now we just filled it back up. I can see where this is down there. You just want to do it quick like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. See, and then it stops. Your nutrients stay up in there. It finds its level, and now you're good for another 3 or 4 days. How easy is that? All right. That was fun. At least I had fun. Did y'all have fun? Let me check on my YouTube and Facebook friends. And guys, we're going to have, so what we're going to do is we're going to pack a couple of those kits together. We're going to do some bidding. And then at some point, we're going to go ahead and give away one of those to y'all. So y'all stick around. I like to learn. Thank you. Irene, how you doing? Hi, watching from Ontario. Awesome. Too much fun. What's he doing? Just got in. Hey, Zeus. Hey, we're showing you how to use my microgreen growers. All right, guys. So we're over on Whatnot. My YouTube and Facebook friends. There's a little code in the comments, and it's up on the screen up here. If you come on over here to Whatnot, you're going to get a $15 credit to shop with. All right, we're going to put a couple boxes together, and we're going to do some bidding, and then we're going to give one of those away. Let's go ahead and give away one adapter real quick. Who wants an adapter since y'all been real patient, I'm going to give you that pak choi that you just saw me use. You saw I used. I just did 2 of those, and I still have that much left in there, right? So you probably get like 3 containers with this. We're going to go ahead and toss that in here. And then we'll get set up. We'll have that big giveaway. So somebody's going to win something that's worth about $100 here in a little while. And that kit's going to be a great starter kit. All right, we're going to do this. Put this. Hey, y'all like my shirt? It says Crumb City. They do cookies. I got some cookies coming. Y'all were with me. We raided him one night. He was doing a DJ thing. Go check out Crumb City on here. Let me put that in the chat over here. If you guys haven't. Let me see if I can do it. At Crumb City Cookies. Yeah, go check them out and follow them. They're pretty cool. They make cookies. They're all plant-based too. Awesome cookies. Whenever I turn around and y'all can see that, put like cookie emojis or something in the chat. All right. See, we haven't even sold anything yet, right? We've been in here like half an hour. Is that fun? All right, guys, we're going to give away this adapter. You guys, YouTube, Facebook, you need to get over to the Whatnot and then make sure you're following me. And all you got to do is click and you're in the giveaway. Get over here before we do the $100 giveaway. That set that's worth $100. All right, it's going. Y'all going to get that. And if y'all behave yourselves, I think I got one more pack of seeds. I'll do one more pack of seeds and then we'll give away that big doodah. All right. All right, let's put together one of these boxes. And this is exactly what we're going to give away. And like I said, just ignore the gnome when he pops up here. Because we're not doing the 10-minute thing. We're going to... I don't know where the volume is on there. All right, so if you guys have been here and you like what you see, we can get your box together. If you got any questions, just hit me up on Whatnot. All right. I'm also at keepongrowing1@gmail.com. Just hit me up on Whatnot and I'll give it to you. We're going to give you one of these microgreen growers. Got a little leaf in there. This is the one that we're growing the pea shoots with right there. That's what, if you want, get kids interested. They love seeing stuff like that, right? And then you going over, this is what the chefs like. The little tendrils. Right? Tastes just like peas. And if a chef tosses this a little bit on your plate, he charges you $10 more. Right? But look how much you can grow. This is just with this little grower right here. Now, after you learn how to do that, we've got the bigger growers that you can use, and you can get industrial like we do. You could probably start a microgreen company where you're selling microgreens, a microgreen grower, and just sell pea shoots to all the chefs around there and just grow them just that easy. It's really easy to do. So we're going to put that in there. We'll get you started with some of the clay pebbles that you saw. This is enough to get you a bowl or two like that, get you started. This is enough to make you 5 gallons of nutrients. I like to start mine in nutrients because I grow them out bigger. If you're just going to grow microgreens like this, and in a couple of days you're going to harvest, you really don't need nutrients for that. You can just use water. If you want to, some people use seaweed water and different things. You can try organics if you like. But with the non-circulating stuff, the organics get kind of smelly after a while. So that's why I like to use this MaxiGrow. All right, we're going to give you all the adapters that I showed you. You see us putting it together there? That's the mason jars, regular size, wide mouth. We're going to put a whole set together. That way, when you go on over to your recycling bin, whatever you pull out, you're probably going to have an adapter for it. This is the long neck ones that you just saw us put together, right? This is the refillable for the plastic bottles. Now pay attention when I put all this together. I'm going to come over and put another box together. We're going to do this like 2 or 3. I won't explain it. I won't let you be that painful where I keep explaining it over and over to you. So we're going to build another box just like this. We've got the Gatorade one. This fits the Gatorade bottles, and it fits your big bottles too. In fact, if you go down the juice aisle, just about any one of the juice bottles that you see, that one right there is a V8. We'll fit it. And we're going to toss you a couple of these in too. That's your Coke bottle ones. That's the first ones that we made. That one's like near and dear to my heart. That's how it all started. All right. And we're going to toss seeds in. Tonight we've got radish. That's one you saw right there. We got amaranth. I'll put this up here so you can see it. Red garnet amaranth is this beauty right here. Cinnamon flavored basil. That's a special one. We're only going to put one of these in each box. We're going to put you one in there. Speckled pea. That's the one you see growing right here. Tatsoi. That's the one we just planted out where you see all the pak choi growing back there. Broccoli. That's one of the healthiest ones for you. This one is a new one we have tonight. It's called fenugreek. It's an Indian spice, also called methi. If you grown basil and you kind of rub on the basil and you can smell it, you can do that with this too, and you can smell fenugreek. 12 seconds in the giveaway, guys. We're going to see who's going to win that. And what else did we have? Wasabi flavored mustard greens. Giveaway. Who's going to win? Who is that? Doug, congratulations. You won your adapter. And some seeds. Tatsoi. All right, we're going to start this at $5. We're going to do a couple boxes. When we get done bidding with this, I'm going to put together a couple of boxes just like this, all right? All right. We're going to start at $5. And every time you bid, every time somebody bids, I'm going to throw more free seeds in there. And I'm going to try and keep up with y'all. All right, you guys ready? Set. Go. $5. Got more peas. Y'all like peas, right? More of the amaranth, wasabi, right? Radish, tatsoi, more tatsoi. 43. Where are we at? 7, 6, 5, 47. Somebody got it? Another tatsoi. How about another wasabi? Toss that in there. 6, 5, 4, 50. I'm gonna throw you another adapter in since we went over 50. You get a free adapter. Who's winning here? 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Is that Dan Dev? I'll throw you an extra tatsoi in there too. All right, look at all the seeds you got. Now you just saw one of those tatsois. We just did a couple of containers just like that, right? And you've got all those in there. Great start. All right, we're going to put together another box just like this. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and make you guys listen to me explain the same thing over and over again. So let's go ahead and put together another box just like that. We'll do a couple, and then we'll have a giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be a box like this with just a pack of seeds, not a bunch of the seeds like y'all are getting. Awesome. Thank you. No problem. Thank you. All right, box number 1, box number 2. So y'all get ready to bid. The people are just coming in who don't know what whatnot is. When we get started, down at the bottom, there's a little button. Here's a microgreen grower. A little yellow button to bid with. And right now, this flat rate box is going to run $9.21, which is pretty good. If you go up to USPS, they're going to charge you $21 for this. So you're saving like 11 or 12 bucks to start with. Our large box, the USPS charges $29.99, and on Whatnot, it's only $9.21. So you're already saving a bunch of money just on postage. So this $9 for shipping. There's your nutrients. We get each one of your adapters. You guys know the drill for this, right? We don't have to go over it again. Gatorade one, and then a couple of those, and the seeds. This is that cinnamon basil. It's basil, but it's got a cinnamon smell. So like we're talking about the fenugreek, where you rub it and you can smell a fenugreek. With this one, you rub it and you get a cinnamon smell, kind of like Red Hots. All right, here we go. $5, and let me grab some seeds, and we're gonna toss some more free seeds in there for you. Ready, set, go. $5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. How's this? The peas. Y'all like peas, right? More of the amaranth. That's this back here. Going over 50. We'll throw another adapter in. 46, 3, 2. There we go. Over 50. You get a free adapter. Let's throw some more peas in there. And a wasabi. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. I got another wasabi. 7, 6, 5. How about another tatsoi? 61. How about another radish? We're getting low on a radish. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Susan. And I got you another wasabi one here. You know what, Susan, I'm going to throw you. We've only got a handful of radish left here. We're going to be tossing cilantro in there next. So I'm going to toss you one of those in there, Susan, right now. Cilantro. All right, I'll throw another box here together. Got your own little seed library going on. How's everyone doing tonight? I get in here and I just start running my mouth. I spent half an hour just talking to that. I didn't even ask y'all how y'all were doing. And we're going to do a couple of boxes like this with microgreen growers, guys. Y'all let me know if you want a small box. If you're not interested in like these big microgreen growers and the hydroton and everything, if you just want a couple of adapters and a couple of seeds, just say small, and we'll do a couple of small boxes for you. I'm going to do whatever I can to help y'all out. I want everybody growing. All right, there we go. All right, you guys know the drill, right? Clay pebbles, nutrients, all our adapters, grandkids. Oh, Christmas, thank you. Awesome. That's cool. Get all your adapters in here. Get everybody growing. 2 of those. Get our seeds. You guys are going to love that basil. Something different. Now, you're not going to want to make pesto or anything with it, but it's an awesome, it's something different. Hey, what's up, Mayflower? I finally got a chance to start mine. Awesome, you started it? You already have some sprouting. Awesome, isn't it fun? My son just did these like a couple days ago, and he went out and uncovered them, and they were like yellow in the morning. By the time he came back like this afternoon, they already started green up. He was just like amazed how fast that happened. And in a couple of days, he's going to have like microgreens. Awesome. Nice to see you here. All righty, we're going to get started, guys. $5. Ready? Here we go. $5. Gonna have a bunch of amaranth, wasabi. Let's do your tatsoi, broccoli. That's that fenugreek. Are we gonna go over 50? I'll throw you another adapter in. How about one more peas? Where are we at? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Here we go. I'll throw you another pea in there. I'll throw you one more in there too. What the heck? 49 is close enough to 50, right? These are your seeds. Got a good variety in there. No problem. Thank you very much. And all of you, like I said, when you start growing, when you start doing this, I've got a Facebook group. Keep on growing. Look for me on Facebook and post some pictures of what you're doing there. I love seeing it. Also, if you have questions, you can go in there and post a question. And there's a lot of people who are here and in my group will pop on in there. And sometimes I'm like on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I've got thousands of followers everywhere. So it's kind of tough to get in there all the time to answer questions. The people in the community will go and help each other. It's just like awesome. They're like awesome people. And then I get in there and my wife moderates. She answers questions too. So if you got questions, just pop in there and ask a question. And if you grow something, pop in there and show everybody what you're growing. All right. It's a wonderful community. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, May, did you see this? There you go. That's what I said. Whenever y'all see the back, drop some cookie emojis in there. Oh, giveaway. There you go. Cookie emojis. Everybody likes it. I didn't get my cookies in today. The post office said they were going to be here, but maybe they'll be here tomorrow. But my shirt did come in. There's a cookie company. Very cool people. Colorado, right? All right, let's throw together one more box like that. And then maybe we'll get to the giveaway. Our giveaway is going to be just like this, except instead of the big basket of seeds like y'all are getting, I've got 8 of them put together. So that's going to be the giveaway. This, what we used to give away is just this. We're going to give away the whole kit and caboodle for one person tonight. How's that? All right, guys. One more. And I wasn't watching. Y'all let me know if you need some small boxes put together. If you don't want the microgreen grower in that, you just want some adapters and some seeds, we can get you started like that too. But everybody likes this kit where you've got everything you need to get started. And then if you go to your recycling bin and you pull something out, if you go on over to your recycling bin, you start pulling stuff out, you know, you're going to have an adapter that's going to fit something. All right, that's for the long neck bottles, classic bottles. That's that Gatorade one. That fits a whole lot of them. If you guys are new, just popping in here earlier tonight, I showed them how easy it was to put this together. Y'all tell them how easy it was. And we've got this set. Now I'm just going to set that for a couple of days, wait for it to germinate. And then we're going to take the top off and then you just leave it alone. All right. We're going to get started with this kit here, $5. Every time somebody bids, I'm going to throw more seeds in, like peas, wasabi, radish, fenugreek, tatsoi, more radish, amaranth. Y'all want to grow stuff like that, right? How about this? Peas, fenugreek. How about here? Tatsoi. Like that. Amaranth. Radish, we're getting close. 50. We're gonna throw you another adapter for 50. Wasabi flavored mustard greens, 50. You get that. Throw you another fenugreek. We're at 4, 3, 2, 1. Throw you another one there. The Living Vine of Reality. Did I say that right? Congratulations. We're at number 4. Cookies. Yeah, I like when I saw them. I don't know how like the algorithms work, but they kind of popped up in my feed. I went and saw them. They sounded kind of familiar. And after I was on like some of their shows and at their, they're at the market this weekend. So if you guys followed Chrome City, tomorrow's Sunday, right? I don't know if they're gonna be at the market, but they were this morning. So if they are, it's like a fun. There's all your seeds. That they're selling, it's like the arts and crafts fair and that, and they're selling the cookies. And we do this little thing. They've got Bless the Chat and they've got Bless the Market. You can buy a cookie, and like the next people would come up to buy cookies, they give them a free one, and then they show, you know, the little camera where we're all at. And it's pretty cool. You're giving like a cookie to a stranger. And I like doing it with the chat too, even if there's like 5 people in there or whatever, you get over, it's just like real fun. How to bid. When we get started, right down at the bottom, there's going to be a yellow little button to slide. If you're on your mobile, if you're on a desktop, you just have to click on it. And what will happen is the bidding will start at $5, and everybody will just bid on there. What it'll do is if it's like $5, it'll say bid 7 or bid 10. And if you bid, then somebody else is bidding. And then you'll see the timer down in the corner there will be counting down as it happens. How y'all doing over here? How do we bid? Learning to Fly. You got to get on over to Whatnot. So there's a link pinned. You're on YouTube or Facebook? You're on YouTube. I'm way late to the party. No problem, Candy. That's awesome. We're going to be on all the time. Nobody's late. Just pop in whenever you can. But just go to either this QR code or the link. There's one in the description. You'll see it says Whatnot. And you got to be over on Whatnot if you want to bid. And when you sign up on Whatnot, you're going to get a $15 credit. YouTube. All right. The comments, there's one pinned at the top. You click on that. You go to Whatnot. You set up your account. And you get a $15 credit. And if you go into my shop, I got a set of these for $15. So you basically get it for free. All you got to do is pay shipping. It was about $5 and taxes. All right. Let's do one more box. And then we'll do that giveaway. So did anybody say they wanted, y'all want some smaller boxes, or you want them with that microgreen grower again, just like we've been doing? And are there any questions? Is anybody confused? Medium box. Where are you shipping from? I'm shipping from Florida. This box right here will be $9.21, and it's flat rate box. I changed the shipping to flat rate when I go to mail, and this comes out to $9.21, which is pretty good. If you go up to USPS, this is going to be over $20. If we just go up there ourselves and try to do it here on Whatnot, this is $9.21. So you're saving like $12. All right, here we go. You're gonna have that. If you're new and you're just popping in here, ask a question for the people who've been here and they know this is Clay Pebbles. I'm just gonna put this together real quick for you because they get tired of hearing me. This is your nutrients. That's enough to make 5 gallons. Might have to restock. These are adapters for your mason jars. They're hybrids. They also fit your plastic bottle. This one's for your Gatorade bottles. They also fit your big juice bottles. Your refillable glass, just like you guys saw me putting together earlier tonight. The refillable plastic bottle, so you can refill it. and a couple of the little Coke bottles. Oh, I need another one. Almost lost my bucket. We're going to put 2 of those in. All right, and the seeds. Lots of seeds. Lots of seeds. Just to get y'all started. All right. I'm going to start bidding at $5. Cookies. Who saw the cookies? Let me grab some of these to get started. All right. We're going to start bidding at 5. Cookies. Hey, when I get those cookies in, I'm going to do it on live stream here. I'm going to taste test them. All right. Ready? Go. $5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Another bid, another bid, another bid, another bid, another bid. Wasabi, peas, fenugreek, amaranth. How about one more of those basil, the cinnamon flavored basil? We're at 5, 4, 45. If we get up 49, one more, we're going to get a new adapter. Another adapter, I'll toss it in there for 50. All right, one more tatsoi. 53, 54. Just one more, 25 bids. This one's your red arrow radish. Toss another one in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shirley, congratulations. What number are we? 5? All righty. How's this, guys? Why don't we do one more? You want to do a packet of seeds for a giveaway? I got one packet of seeds up there, and then we'll do the next one. We'll do that big box, a box just like this, except without. This is what Shirley just won, was all these seeds, all the free seeds with it. The giveaway is going to have one of these. It's got about 8 packets in it. That's going to be a giveaway. See that? Let's do this. Let's do one. I got one of these. We'll do one packet of seeds like this. Put together a couple more boxes of this. And then we'll do that giveaway with that big box. Does that suit y'all? All right, giveaway. All right, giveaway's going, guys. That's for the seeds. All right, there's 8 of them. You get 8 portions just like that. We're going to have to restock. All right, get in the giveaway. Get 8 packs of seeds. All right, we're going with the big box again. Like I said, y'all let me know if you want a small box. I'll put a small one together for you. Microgreen grower. Get some hydrogen, clay pebbles, nutrients, all of your adapters. Whatever's in your recycling bin right now, you're going to find an adapter for it. There's our refillable ones. So everybody's in the chat. Did you see me put this together earlier, or you knew? Did you just get here? Say yes if you saw me do the demo and put that together. Let's see how many people are still here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So y'all still in here. All right, a couple of these. All right, and the seeds. Y'all getting that giveaway. These are the seeds that are in that giveaway pack. There's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what you're going to get in the giveaway. That's a lot of seeds, guys. You can take that and go out into your garden and just plant it. You don't need to grow microgreens. All right, 3 minutes on that. We're going to get started with this. $5. Where at? Here we go. All right. Every time somebody bids, we throw more seeds in there. Start $5. We're going to do more peas. I know y'all like peas. We're up to 50 already. There's a lot of amaranth. I'm going to throw another adapter in there. Broccoli, tatsoi, 59. Anybody want another broccoli? We're at 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to throw another fenugreek, 64. I'm going to throw another broccoli in there for you. And what about another pea? 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Ray Fell. Am I saying that right? Congratulations. Have fun. It's a wide variety of things, guys. You look up here, there's different colors, different flavors. This one's spicy, this one's earthy, this one's healthy for you. You can make stir fries. If you make a bowl of ramen, you go to the store, you know, times are kind of tough, inflation and everything. Lots of people live off ramen. You know, you can take ramen and just add like peas or add stuff to it. If you have this stuff growing all the time, you get a bowl of ramen, it's hot. You just get a handful of this and cut it, rinse it off a little, because if it's outside, the little lizards are doing the nasty on there, right? So you want to rinse it off a little, toss it in the soup. You don't even have to cook it, and it wilts. This wilts like spinach, and the little white stems stay crunchy, gives you another texture. It's awesome just having this stuff. Like you saw the pictures up here where we've got the bok choy growing everywhere. Every time you have a little soup or stir fry, you just walk outside and grab you a little handful instead of saying, oh, I got to go to the store and I got to fix, you know, I got to buy this, I got to buy that. You just have it growing out in your garden all the time. Number 6. All right, 40 seconds on this giveaway. Let's do one more box. Do one more box, and next time the gnome pops up, one of these boxes, we're going to give one away just like that, all right? So y'all stick around for that. Well, thanks. No problem. Thank you. All right, 26 seconds. I'm going to start getting this ready. You guys know what goes in here, right? So I have to explain it when we get ready. 17 seconds. The clay pebble. Nutrients. And adapters. What do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Julie! Is it Julie? Julie! Congratulations. Got you more seeds. Awesome. Gatorade one. All right, let's do this again. Let me get the seeds. When y'all try this, like the cinnamon flavor basil, let me know how you like it. Who was somebody in the chat or last night said this fenugreek was like one of their favorites, something new. So that's what I like to get, stuff that you guys might not go out and get. Like if you go to try microgreens and you watch videos, you might go over and say, I'll try broccoli. That sounds like a safe one, right? And everybody's saying broccoli's healthy. I'll try it. Then you taste it and it's kind of like broccoli, right? But have you guys tried amaranth, or have you tried, you know, radish, just eating the leaves like this, microgreens? You know, have you tried pea shoots? Have you actually, you know, pull these off and actually eaten this and not eating the pea pod? So I like to get you out here. We'll toss the extra one in there. I like to get you guys some different things that you normally wouldn't try. That makes a fun experience, right? All right, here we go. Starting $5. Broccoli, tatsoi. wasabi, peas. That's a fenugreek, wasabi, 45. Radish. We're gonna run low on radish. Toss that in. Toss that in. And the tatsoi, the broccoli. Did we go over 50? I'll throw in another adapter. We're close enough, right? 49, 50. And I got one more broccoli. Where are we at? Jennifer, and another broccoli for you. Congratulations. Number 7. All right, let's round this off and make it a nice even 8. I love that. If you guys are gardeners in that just tickles you, right? Christmas shopping. Awesome. Yeah. Great time to start. Get the whole kit. That's a Christmas gift that keeps on giving, right? They learn how to grow. All right. So let me put together, that was number 7. Anybody want a smaller box? Do you ship to Arizona? Yes, we do. Anywhere in continental United States, lower 48. I just can't do Hawaii and Alaska. So check the show notes. See, there's little notes right there. Check the show notes, lower 48. But everywhere else in the United States we can do. All right, let's do a couple of small boxes and then we'll give away that big box, okay? All right, what do y'all want in the small box? You want a couple of different kind of adapters, or would you like all of like the same one, like 4 or 5 of the same ones? Somebody said seeds. You want to bid on just seeds? Different kinds. All right, let's do a small box. Different in seeds. All right, so we'll do this. He's getting away. How about those? All right, this is your hybrid. This fits your different mason jars, right? The wide mouth and the shallow mouth. Oh, we'll have a giveaway. We'll do that big giveaway in a second here. So you can have these, and this one here has a little adapter right there in the middle. So if you want, you can have 4 of these. You can do 4 Coke bottles like this. Or if you want to do a couple Coke bottles and you have mason jars. Or if you want to do just one at a time and just use whatever you got. So we're going to put 4 of those in here, all right? Yes, can we do cinnamon basil seed? Yeah, I'll toss cinnamon basil right in here. In fact, we're going to toss all of the seeds in here to get started. There's adapters. Can y'all see that? Put it like that. There's adapters. And we'll put the seeds. All right, so we'll make this one just simple like this. We'll still throw some more seeds in there. All right. We just call this adapter, choice of adapter. Start at $2. All right, how's that? $2. I'll throw you more seeds in. $35. Y'all get on up there real quick. $39. Fenugreek. I'll throw you another pea in there. Who we at? Wanda. Wanda's another one of our patrons that have been here for a while, right? I think since one of our first shows. Congratulations, Wanda. Here's another pea for you. You want a couple of them like that? That's awesome. So you get 4 of those. And a bunch of seeds. It's just my marker. Tell you what, let's do one more of those. And y'all want to do that giveaway? Here we go. We're going to have this adapter, this one, this one. All right, seeds. That's basil with the cinnamon flavor. Your amaranth, peas. All right, I'm going to grab some of these. Radish. All right, I'm going to have some to go. All right, $2. Ready, set, go. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 19, 20, 21, 23. Peas. One more. How about tatsoi? 14, 13, 12. Who's winning there? Susan. Here's another one. 10, 9, 36. There's another one. There's another pea. 40. This is the amaranth. Just like that up there. But another wasabi. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is that? Shirley. I got another speckle pea for you. All right, so everybody's sticking around. We're gonna do one more of those. Look at that. Hey, if all these words on my screen, there's a bunch of words and everything. If you guys are bidding, you want to see that. If you're just watching, you can always like swipe it and like everything will go to the side. And when you get ready to bid, pull it back. But watch out because the bidding goes by really fast. Shirley, you hit the lottery. Yeah. Whoop. Forget to mark it. Number 2. All right, guys. One more like that, and then we're going to have the giveaway. Everybody who's been piling in here, how's your world, Mike? Amy, what's up? Doing pretty good, Amy. How are you doing? We're just loving this platform. It's lots of fun. All right, guys. One more like that. Both these adapters. 2 of these. You get 4 adapters. All the seeds. And the people that are just popping in here, we're going to give away the medium box. It has the microgreen grower, the hydrogen, the nutrients, seeds, and all adapters. We're going to give that away in just a second here. That'll be right after this one. All right. All right. I got seeds ready. Ready? $2. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, another P, 25, 27, 28. We're at 13, 12. Another tatsoi. They went 34. Another P. We're down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got another P for you. Congratulations, Susan. All righty, y'all ready for a giveaway? Hey, if y'all ready for a giveaway, put a cookie emoji. Put cookie emoji in the chat. Oh, when I was talking about Crumb City cookies, when I was listening to them, they sounded familiar. And when I went back on their Instagram during one of their streams when they're out at the farmers market, cookies, when they're out at the farmers market, they said something about an Instagram, and I hadn't been on the Instagram, so I went over there, and when I saw Instagram, it had Gary V. If you guys know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, and I've been watching Gary V since I started social media back in like 2017. Almost forgot to mark this. Anyhow, they had called in when he started Whatnot. He's telling all of us to get on Whatnot. They were actually on one of his streams. And when I'm working in here, I turn on his live streams and I just listen. And I don't really like watch sometimes because they're just it's talking. He's just giving advice in that. And I've been hearing their voice when they were on. So I knew I recognized them from somewhere. What's up? What's Doug? How you doing? I think I saw you over in the cookie channel too, right? Awesome. Let's have a giveaway, guys. Instead of giving away seeds every 10 minutes or whatever, I thought tonight we'd do this. You guys have seen me putting this together all night, right? It's got the microgreen grower. It's got our adapters. You can go look at my Etsy. It's Mike Van Doozy. And these are $19.99. I sell those for $19.99. They take over an hour and a half to print on the 3D printers. So it takes a long time to print these and to do good quality too. You can do poor quality and get it done faster, but I take about an hour and a half with these. This one right here, we sell that for $17.99. This one I think is $16.99. $16.99. We give like two of those. I'll throw another one in there if I can find one. I'll get another one in there for you. This one's $16.99. And then you've got the nutrients. You've got the clay pebbles down in the bottom. And you've got the seeds like that. So this is well over $100 worth of stuff right there. Here's an extra one. Right? We're going to give this away. How's that? Such a kind person. Oh, appreciate that, man. We're all in this together, right? I've been doing this for 2017, like eight years. And I've been actually growing in that for 12 years, doing the hydroponics. And all the people that are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you guys that are down there, you guys need to be on Whatnot if you want. We're giving this away on Whatnot. Everybody just makes a community. They're just it's everybody. It's all of us together. All right. Let me get this going. See? He knew it, right? What's the scoop with all the cookie merch? This is mine. I'll explain that later. That's why it's serendipity. Cookies. That's why it's serendipity that I kind of saw them and they were on Gary Vee. They watched Gary Vee. They called into the show. I've been watching Gary Vee for years. He's the one helping me with social media. And then when I help other people, I use this analogy about a cookie. We can talk about that later. But I teach people how to use social media to grow an audience and to leverage it to start a business using Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I teach people how to do that. I use an analogy with a cookie. So it makes everything easy to remember. And I found them and they're doing cookies. And then this one, she just made the shirt live. She made this during, Evan was doing a DJ thing, cookies. And she made this shirt. She pressed the shirt during the stream and then we bid on it. And this was the only medium one. I like dark shirts. You guys always see me with a black shirt or a gray shirt, right? I don't hardly ever wear like light like this, but this was the only one they had medium. The other shirts were like 2X and everything. I'm a little guy. So I got this one, but I like it. When I bid on it, all I saw was this, Crumb City. And I bid on it. I won. And when they took it, they flipped it around. I was like, whoa, that's cool. I like that. So this just helping out like other people who are here on Whatnot. All of you guys, tons of people. I've been helping people for over a year, and I've been helping them with social media. You guys have seen I had the social media cookie jar. I had an online course. All these people were coming over. I had a free course. I put a free course out for people. Hundreds of people got in it. Lots of people I was doing one-on-one calls with. There were people we were doing group chats with. So we're just like helping each other. And when I got on Whatnot and I find other people, you know, I just think it's cool. Everybody just like supports each other. This is actually one of the best platforms I've been on. When you get on all the other ones, like you guys know what a dumpster fire Facebook can be, right? And YouTube and the comments and everything. You come over here and people are just having fun. You get a couple trolls in once in a while, but you know, this mainly started out, they were selling collectibles and that, but just like we had a show tonight, we went 30 minutes without even selling anything, right? We started 30 minutes and we're just talking about microgreens, and I did a demonstration, put stuff together. So you can do different things, and I want to help all of you. I've been helping people, you know, for a year. If you want to do something like this or learn how to use social media, you know, just connect with me. And I got something really exciting coming up. We're going to be starting, and it's having to do with like, I've got online courses and digital products and all that. I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to like basically build stuff out for you where you can take it and just hand out an affiliate link to it, or do a little post on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or wherever you're at, and you'll be able to generate like income out like that. So lots to talk about. Let's have this giveaway. I'll run my mouth all night. It's just like I'm on a live stream, right? All right, giveaway. All right, guys, get in this giveaway. This is it. This is over $100 in here, right? And I'll start running my mouth again. There we go. Get in the giveaway. How do you, let's see, get interested in growing microgreens? Was there someone that was inspiration? Yeah, I just started. I had to learn how to grow my own food. We were on the road. My wife was doing murals. If you guys see, I've got, let me flip you guys around, Whatnot. I want to show you guys something real quick when you're waiting on what you call it. This looks like gardening in that, right? That's like Willy Wonka stuff, glue gun gurus. You see, we built out those like Willy Wonka. I got all the seeds in that down there, but they're like gumball machines, and there was like a little maze that stuff would fall in the bottom. There's all this steampunk stuff over here, right? Get you back over here. See, this is all our steampunk stuff besides the cookie. Someone's worried about the cookie stuff. I got all the steampunk stuff too. This hat's kind of heavy. I used to have hair, and now it's down on my ears. So we did all kind of stuff, murals and everything like that. And we're on the road and we're painting and we're doing stuff like this in people's houses all over Florida. And we went up to New York, New Jersey, out to Texas, Illinois, just all over the place. And we were gone a lot. So I was like starting a garden. I wanted to grow my own food, and I would plant stuff. We'd leave. I'd come back and everything would be dead. So I tried to figure out some way that I could like figure out how I would do it and be able to still be on the road and work and make money, right? So we went on over and I watched hydroponics. And that's when I got into hydroponics. But the same thing is we went on the road and there'd be a storm and it tripped the breakers and my pumps would go off and I'd come back, stuff would be dead again. So I started off-grid hydroponics. And then I started looking into all different things, square foot gardening, the mint lighter, just every kind of gardening there is. And one was the rain gutter downspouts by Larry Hall. And one thing was biointensive farming. And if you guys look into biointensive farming, that's taking your plants and instead of like planting them in the ground, you plant them really dense like this in soil. Then you come by and you pick the best of the best and you transplant them when they're small like this. You come by and pick them, right? And they were pulling them out like this, smaller than this, like only about that big, and transplanting them. And then when it came time to go in the ground, they would take the best of the best. So instead of planting a bunch of plants and coming back and trimming them, thinning them out, right? They would be taking the best of the best and putting them in. I said, that's pretty interesting. So I started growing microgreens, and I just watched everybody I could about microgreens. But once again, when I went on the road and came back, all my microgreens were dead. So I was just trying to figure out some way that I could do it, since I could grow the hydroponics and I could grow the big plants, and those could last like a month without me even messing with them. These right here, there's no pumps, no aeration. All you're doing is taking these plants and putting them. You start with something like this, put your nutrient solution in there, and you put it in. I just hold it with like a pool noodle, right? And that's all on my channel. So we could do that and leave that for like a month. But my microgreens, I was still having a problem with. So that's when I developed the adapters, was so that I could go ahead and take these, they germinate, uncover them, and then I could let them sit. So now I can grow microgreens. You know, this is where we could grow them to without anything, but now I can leave them set up and let them keep on growing. That's why I got the channel, Keep On Growing, and you can get them bigger like that. So now I can actually grow baby greens in this little container. And if you ask any of the microgreen growers, they can't leave their stuff in soil this long. You're going to get all kind of issues with it. You're going to have mold, mildew. You're going to have damping off, and your stuff's going to die. So, hey, 40 seconds, guys. This is a big package. There's over $100. 40 seconds to get in that giveaway. There's 35 people in there. Somebody's going to win this. I'm sorry, I got to run in my mouth and I wasn't watching. That's fantastic. Let's see. That makes a lot of sense. The big plants for microgreens. Yeah, it's all the same seeds, right? Thanks for sharing your story. No problem. Sometimes you guys got to tell me to shut up too. I'll be on here and like talk all night. Cookies. So this is just shouting out somebody else. It's just fun. I like seeing people that are go-getters. I like seeing people who like have a vision and actually go and do stuff. I've helped people. Here we go. Here's the winner. I've been helping people for like years. Sarah. Cookies for Sarah. Sarah, you won the kit. Congratulations. But I help so many people over the years, and just like anything, like when you see businesses, a business will start and they'll be out of business. Like something like 80 or 90% of businesses within the first 5 years like fail. And just like content creators, and especially content creators that are trying to start a business, most of them fail. Some of them will try, some of them will start. They want to do things, and most of them don't get anywhere. So when I see someone like Crumb City, who put all the cookies, who's that? KK with the cookies. When I see somebody like that had a vision, and they're out there and they're just working all the time, they're having streams all the time, and that's not even baking the cookies and packing and selling. Now they've got a little team. It was just them doing, saying I want to do something. And believe it or not, when I first saw Evan, I think he was at the market, and he saw Keep On Growing, and he said, "Oh, you sell plants?" And I said, "Well, microgreens." He pulls up his phone and he shows me a picture. He goes through his phone and he shows me a picture of him with microgreens all around. And he was actually going to start a business selling microgreens. At first, he showed me his microgreens. So that, to me, that's like serendipity. We listen to Gary Vee. We just had to give away. And they're like go-getters. So I like watching people like that. And just cheering people on, because when they succeed, that just shows what's possible. And then I have someone, so the people that I help, I don't sell cookies, I don't bake, but there's other people that are doing that. If they, got questions about it, I can point them to someone and say, look, there's success. Look at what they're doing. How they're not only just making a good product. I don't have I'm going to point to the cookie and the cookies over there. You have to have a good product to sell, right? They have like tons of good products, but you also have to be able to market it. You have to wear all the different hats, and you have to run a business and all of that. So when I see people actually buckling down and doing all of that work and being a success, that's great. That's just showing that even in a crowded market, I mean, how many people sell cookies, right? Even in a crowded market, especially in Colorado, right? There's probably a bunch of people baking and selling handmade products and things, right? It just excites me to see other people doing, stuff and succeeding at it too. So I had fun. That's absolutely fantastic. Love it. Appreciate it. Thank you, May. Alrighty, guys. Have y'all had enough? Y'all want one more box? I got a couple more. Or y'all want to call it a night and we'll come back another night and regroup. Y'all want some of the seeds? Yes, please. You're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, everyone. All right, one more box. How about one more box? We'll do one more box for y'all. And I've got some more coming in tomorrow. See, now I'm thankful. To me, I'm not like a great fan of like Jeff Bezos and how big Amazon is and stuff, but running a business now, if you're just starting out yourself, Amazon is like fantastic. I can order stuff like if I run out of these, I order them and in a couple of days I can get some in. But cookies. But before Amazon was around, I would have to source this, find it somewhere, order it, probably take a couple of weeks or a month to get in. And it would, to have this and all of the different things that we put together, clay pebbles, this was like really hard to find. Cookies in the chat. Hey, this one I've got, this is enough to make 10 gallons. This one's twice as much, all right? Cookies. I got 3 cookies coming in. One's called Chipwreck or something. It's like fudge with chocolate chips in it. One's got I love like cookie, store-bought cookies. The one, Nutter Butter, peanut butter sandwich cookies. They've got one that's got one of those in it. So I know I'm going to love that one. And the one they did a collab with someone, it's got freeze-dried flowers and actual gold leaf on it. So those are coming in. I'll show it to you when it comes in. I'll wait till we have a live stream. I'll open them on the live stream for y'all. This is enough for 10 gallons here. What's your favorite they make? Well, I haven't tried those yet. And I had the lemon. I like lemon. What do you call it? To me, chocolate chip is like my favorite. So anything that's got like chocolate chip is just like great. I love lemon. You like the lemon? It was Lululemon. All right, we'll do one more. Let me see if I've got one of each adapter. All right, guys. There's those. That's for your glass. That's what you guys have seen us put together all night, right? Gatorade. That fits these. It also fits these big bottles. I got a 10-20 tray right now growing a bunch of microgreens in it. That's the plastic refillable. And let's see if we got the little bottle adapters. And put 2 of those in. That's that basil, cinnamon flavored basil, amaranth, peas, broccoli, tatsoi, wasabi flavored mustard greens. I'm even going to throw in a cilantro that I have over here. Let me show you cilantro real quick before we bid on that. Cilantro takes a while for it to germinate. Here's our cilantro. YouTube, Facebook. You see that? That's our cilantro. We're actually going to take these and we're going to be pulling them out. See that? You don't have to wait for them to get real big. Right there. Isn't that wonderful? See, it still has a little seed on it, on the cotyledons. See the root? See how easy that was? See how easy I pulled that out? There's no dirt on there. That tastes just like cilantro right now. We're going to take that and plant those out. I take like 3 or 4 and I put it into each spot. Like when you see the videos up here with the bigger plants, I put about 3 or 4 in each one because we thin them too. We plant them like that. And when they start to grow, inevitably 1 or 2 is going to die. And if they don't, you can come in and thin it down to like 1 or 2 per hole. And then look at this. There's like hundreds and hundreds of microgreens right there. Each one of those can be a plant that you go and plant out into a bigger container. So you get a bunch of microgreens, plus you get all your bigger plants too. See, I'll run my mouth all night, guys. Ready? I'm going to toss more seeds in there every time we bid. All right. Ready? We're going to start at $5. Ready, go. $5. I'm going to lose my hat. Cookies. Cookies. I love y'all. More peas, more peas. Wasabi. Went over 50. Got another adapter. I'm going to throw another adapter in there because we're over 50. More tatsoi. One more pea. Who is that? Pontezilla? Congratulations. Did I butcher that name? The little, my screen's like this tiny. I'm trying to see it. Medium box number 9. All right, and then one more. I've got one more, the very last one. What about if we throw like a bunch of seeds in there? Cookies. Wanda. Sweet. Look at all the seeds. Like I said, guys, even if you don't grow microgreens, this is one pack. Each one of those will grow a pak choi, right? If you go get a package of seeds at Home Depot or Lowe's, how many seeds are going to be in there? This is one packet. And you guys saw the downspout. You know, was there like 20 in a downspout? You know, you can get 20 from like right there, that little pinch. So you can take this and actually plant that. You can plant pak choi in your garden, your mom's garden, your friend's garden. That's enough seeds in that one pack. And look at all that. Plus adapters. All right, I'm running my mouth again. What do we got? 1/20th in regular seed pack. Yeah, that's why people are asking me if you can just go up to like a home improvement store and buy those, and you're just going to go broke when you do it that way. So you're going to want to get microgreen seeds. And if you guys, you know, come on back here, we're going to have different ones like we've got. We're going to run out of radish. We've got just a little bit of radish left, right? We've got cilantro coming in behind that. We just started with the fenugreek tonight. We had sunflower, so we're going to keep alternating it out for y'all. All righty. Last one for the night. Microgreen grower. Got a nice green one there. Cookies. All right. Got your clay pebbles. We're going to do this too. This one's another one that has 10 gallons. That's twice as much. All right. Just a teaspoon in a gallon of water to get you started. There's enough for 10 gallons there. Giveaway. Get these 2 adapters. Refillable long neck. Refillable plastic. The Gatorade. And 2 of the Coke bottle ones. And you know what, guys? Last one too. I've got one more packet of seeds since y'all been real good. before we're going to get bidding on this. At the same time, we're going to multitask because y'all let me run my mouth. I love talking about all of this. Mike, when are you on Whatnot again? Well, I'll be on Saturday for sure. I'm going to be on during the week. Just kind of watch, make sure you're following me, and they'll show you when I'm on. I'll jump on social media and let you guys know before I get on. Seeds, y'all get in the giveaway. That's the last one right there. We love listening and learning. Thank you very much. It's like I said, I'm used to live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and everything, and not like selling stuff. So I get on there and just run my mouth all the time. All right, guys. That's the cinnamon flavored basil, peas, amaranth. This is the last one. I've got cilantro here too. All right, here. Since we're gonna get started with even more peas. I know you guys like the peas and the radish, right? This one's got a lot of radish. Cookies, Cheryl. We've been watching you for years. Thank you very much. So you guys seen the steampunk and that come along too, right? All right, last box for tonight, guys. Starting at 5. Ready? Go. I'll give you all my seeds. I'll give you all the seeds. Wasabi, fenugreek. Boo. 50, get another adapter. More tatsoi. That's more of the wasabi. And there's more of the peas. 61, more of the peas. You guys like all that tatsoi? See all that pak choi right there? Same thing. That's that. Here we go. Where we at? Dan. Is it Dan Dev? Congratulations. Won the last box of the night. And we've got 3 minutes on the giveaway. Look at all those seeds. Woo! That's a good score. Awesome. If this doesn't fit, I'll put it in a large one. The shipping for this medium and the large is the same, $9.21. I think it fit in there just right. All right, congratulations. Let's see what I got here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to keep straight so we print the labels tomorrow. 7, 8, 9. Cool deal. All right, that was the last of the microgreen growers. Don't got seeds coming out of your ears. Yeah. I filled the 16-ounce bottle with just the peas I won from my package. Awesome. Oh, reenacting human. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff, right? I was at a gourd show yesterday and I heard, let's see, I need to send you pics of. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Amy. Amy, you're in our Facebook group, right? Post something on Facebook. Yeah, a ton. Yeah, you did get a ton. Yeah, it's cool. Let me see. I throw one more box together, guys. Just whatever adapters I got left and a couple of seeds. I'll throw it in there, a small one. See what we can scrape together. I've got 3 of these sitting here. I've got one of the refillables. I've got some orders. I got a bunch of refillables that go out in an order tomorrow. Got one of those. How about this? Without the microgreen growers. All right. Let's do the hybrid. Here goes selecting the winner. Who on there? Jan Lee. Congratulations. She's got the seeds. Awesome. All right. And then this one, we don't have the microgreen growers. This one's just going to have adapters. This has your hybrid, refillable. Let's see what we got left here. Another refillable, the plastic bottle, Gatorade. And I got 3 of these left. That'll round out the night. And let's throw seeds. Look here. Radish, right? Amaranth. Just the basil. You're gonna throw a couple of those. That's a real expensive one, cinnamon flavor basil. Gonna put peas. It's a way to round out our Saturday night. Okay. That was the fenugreek, broccoli, and tatsoi. We're gonna start with all of that and all those adapters. Alrighty, guys. Here. I got one last. Nutrients. This one's enough to make 5 gallons. We'll toss that in there too. All right, adapter. Here we go. Ready, starting at $2. Ready, go. $2. See what I got left here. Do we have any seeds left here? Tatsoi, broccoli. Give you all my seeds. More of the basil. More peas. $71. There's the radish. $81. More. Fenugreek. Wasabi. We're at 4, 3, 2. Cookies. Look at all the cookies. Amy B, congratulations. Got you a lot of adapters. Got your nutrients. All the seeds. I think I need to get you a bigger box. Amy, I'm going to throw you a lot of cilantro in there. Look at all the cookies. A lot of cilantro. And Amy, I quit packaging these because they take a while. I'm growing some of these. This is parsley. I'm going to throw these in there. I quit giving these out to people, but I'm going to give you some. Parsley takes a long time to germinate, so some of them will have problems with it. You can plant this in your garden. There's probably enough parsley for you and all your neighbors and everybody. You plant that out in your garden, or if you want to grow microgreens, there's a bunch of parsley for you, all right? I'm going to toss that in there. All right, round out the night. And all these seeds. You know what? I'm going to get you a bigger box. Alrighty, guys. Any questions? I had an awesome time. Let's see. Gardening all winter. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah, we're going to have to put you in a bigger box. Make sure I write this one, Amy. Adapter number 4. Awesome. Well, I had fun, guys. Giveaway. We're all out of giveaways. Let's see. You're reaching human at its best. Let me see if I missed any questions. Anybody have any more questions before we go? I'm doing the same. Okay, y'all talking amongst each other. Wow, what a box. Yeah, May, wasn't that cool? Let's see. Guarding all winter. All right. I think that's it. That's the box. All righty, cool, y'all. Just saying thanks. All righty, guys. I had fun. I'm gonna have. Hey, I should use all my steampunk stuff. I've got all kind of other hats and stuff. That'll be fun. Keely's got a couple of wigs for me too. Had a great time, Mike. Thank you, Nana. Thank you very much. Let's see. Thanks for the information. Yeah, everybody, if y'all need to take off, let's go raid somebody. Let's go have some fun. If you need to take off, take off. We're gonna be back. Let me know if you guys like seeing a little demo in the beginning. And if you want me to set some other containers up, do the mason jars or something, or take some of these, put them into bigger containers, we can have like demonstrations of that when we start up. For sure. Thanks. Awesome. What a fun. Yeah, it's fun. Let's go see who else is on. Hey, let's see. Create a raid. Sumu Cells. Here we go. Let's go get some candy. All right. I love y'all. Catch you later. Go throw up some cookies or something over there. All right, guys. YouTube, Facebook. I love you. We'll catch you later. Let me know if this is better being right in front here. You guys are. Laura, thank you very much. I haven't started anything yet. We'll do. Yeah. We'll be back on. I might jump on tomorrow and just have a live stream with you and pay attention instead of being on whatnot. But I just want to show you guys what was happening, and we're having lots of fun over there. So if any of y'all jump over there, you can get $15 credit, and just jump over there and get you a free set of adapters, and that's it. You don't have to stay for anything else. So we'll catch you all later. Live to inspire. Keep on growing. Be the change. We'll catch you next time.